Hey people, thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate your time. To get right to the chase, today is grafting day. This is the grafting table. We got two different stations set up here. The goal for me today is to select two frames. We're going to graft from the original F1 Kona donors, and then we're also going to select a frame of eggs from the F2 Kona daughters that we previously grafted this March. So without further ado, stay tuned, and we'll be back with a frame or two. Oh, and by the way, thanks again for following my Facebook posts. I did previously mention I bought two different types of grafting tools. This is the fancy professional Pierce beekeeping supply master grafting tool made in the USA. For anybody out there that's figuring, is the price worth it? It's a little expensive, it seems. That could be true if you don't really graft a lot. Super good quality, packed really well, good directions. As an alternate, I picked up this from Amazon. This was like $11.60 some cents. It's a knockoff version. It came to me broken in the package in this little flimsy wrap here. So I had to spend like an hour or two trying to figure out how to fix it. I did get it to work, so I'm going to try using it to see if it works at all. I'm going to have Ryan graft from the F2 daughters. He's using a traditional Chinese grafting tool. It has a little plunger there that we're all familiar with. The goal is to get the little tip underneath the larva and then fill up these cups. So he'll be doing that from the daughters. I'm going to be doing 2 bars using these poured cell cups. I don't know if these are going to be accepted by the bees, so I guess we'll find out. So stay tuned. Okay, folks, welcome back. So we have a couple of frames here. Again, this is from the F2 Kona daughters. It's a full cap frame, and this camera is not going to do any type of justice, but we got some real young stuff up here around the corners and up here around the edges as well. You'll have to check Google for better photos. Here is a frame that came from one of the original donor hives. And again, you'll see we got some young stuff up in there. But without further ado, we're going to start grafting. Again, Ryan's going to do 2 bars with plastic JZBZ queen cups. I'm going to do 2 bars using these casted wax queen cups, and we'll go from there. Okay, folks, so welcome back. Long story short, these are really difficult to use. It seems to me the little tip, it's not as flexible, so I'm still keen to using the Chinese grafting tool. I'm going to go ahead and get these grafts back in the hive, and I had to pull a second frame because I didn't see any young larvae on the first frame that I pulled out. So this is actually from a second donor F1 colony. We'll see how it goes. So there we have the builders, folks. Sorry, again, I didn't record every single step of the process. It's kind of difficult because this is sort of time sensitive. I try not to dilly-dally too much if I can help it, and when you add the camera, that's when it adds time. So you'll see that hive on the right, the top lid there needs to get replaced. It's warping out, so I can fix that real quick. But basically, we have 2 cell builders. We have grafts in there. I'll bring you along for the updates just to let you know how it goes. Lots of resources here. Lots of brood frames and pollen and nectar. So just got to keep on keeping on. And you know, another thing I didn't really mention is this is the first time I'm trying to set up a double stack 5/5 frame cell builder. I know a lot of videos out there for grafting, folks use really strong 10 frame boxes. So bottom line is you got to have a really condensed box, lots of bees, basically emulating a swarming condition. That's what I did here. I had so many frames of brood in these donor hives that as long as I didn't see any open cells with larvae, I tried to isolate them to the builders. If it had younger grubs in there, I left them with the bees, but if it had capped brood, mostly honey and mostly pollen, and 0 cells of eggs, 0 cells of larvae, then I went ahead and I just added them. Didn't shake any bees. I could probably still make a 3rd cell builder if I wanted to, but little by little, I want to do this maybe every week or every 2 weeks if I can. So we'll see how that goes. So thanks again for tuning in, and hopefully I'll bring you some more updates.